guys, we're going to do a little bit of Black history here. We want to test your Black history. Now pay close attention because I know you're going to learn something new tonight that you didn't know before. This Ashley teacher will be, well, guess what? He was an inventor. And Ashley will tell you what he invented. All of these are Black inventors, and these inventors did and are recognized, were and have been. Well, granddaughter here, that's number 1 born granddaughter, Brittany Webster, will represent W.H. Salmons. Can anyone tell me what W.H. Salmons invented? Does anyone know? Say it out loud. So that you can see it. Representing Garrett A. Morgan. Does anyone know what Garrett Morgan invented? Who said that? Hey, it looks like there's someone here. He invented the traffic light. Hold it up for a second. Okay, we have another young man here. What's your name, sweetheart? Brandon. This is Gus's grandson. You guys better tell these kids where they come from, who they belong to. This is Gus's grandson, Bobby, right? And he's representing George T. Sampson. Does anyone know what George T. Sampson invented? Brandon, I'm sorry, Brandon. Brandon. Does anyone know what George T. Sampson invented? Tell them what he... That's right. Stand in front, right up front here. This is Gus's son, Eddie. Eddie will tell us what Madam C.J. Walker invented. Black hair products, that's right. And Miss Kay Benson. This is another little Benson. And she's going to tell us what Robert F. Fleming Jr. invented. Does anyone know? He invented the guitar. Okay. And we have Little Miss Law. And Little Miss Law is going to tell us what William H. Richardson invented. He invented what? The baby stroller. Are we learning anything here tonight? We have Miss Reeves here, and Miss Reeves will tell us he invented the road map. Okay, we have Kevin Mitchell. Kevin must be the grandson of... He doesn't know either, you guys. Who's your grandmother? Helen Mitchell. And Kevin is going to tell us who George T. Grant was and what he invented. George T. Grant was from Boston, Massachusetts. He invented the golf tee. Would you have thought that? No. Because until Tiger Woods came along, many of us didn't even care what golfing was all about, right? That's true. I know I didn't. Okay, we have Rendell Mitchell, another Mitchell. And I think you must belong to Helen Mitchell. And Rendell is going to tell us what John Stewart invented.
The refrigerator.
Hey, the refrigerator. And we have the final and last inventor here this evening. I have more to present later if I get the opportunity, but right now I just wanted to touch touch base with you and test your knowledge. We have Reggie Mitchell, another Mitchell, and you belong to Helen Mitchell. Helen's doing good here. And George Washington Carver invented something that we all should know what that was. And what was it? Thank you for participating. You may keep those sheets so that you can learn and remember who they invented. Now, how about that, guys, for knowledge? Did we learn anything or not?
Yeah.
Now, that was taught to me a few months ago in my church, during my church service in Black History, and I thought, what a wonderful thing to do. I'll just incorporate this right into the reunion and see if it will help our family. So, now, moving right along, and speaking of family, and what a blessing it is to have a family, I would like very much, at this moment, for each of you to bow your head in silence and remember our family members that have gone on during the past years, over the past years. But especially those members of our families that have gone on in 2001. Approximately 2 weeks ago, I buried my uncle. My mother's baby brother, who was 11 years older than me. He had suffered quite a long time, and it was a blessing to see him pass on. I know it's hard for us to say that sometimes, but I'd rather have my family member gone than to watch them suffer. A special part of our family reunion program this evening. That is none other than our own Ray Charles. We knew him best as Ray Charles. No one can, no one will ever replace him. I was asked if we could find another Ray Charles for the family. I said no. Bill is our Ray Charles, and Bill will forever be our Ray Charles. So in lieu of that, I would like to present to Bill's wife, his son, and his daughter, this memory. You're very welcome. I hope that you each take a moment to go over and take a look at this. It's a plaque that says, in memory of our own dear Ray Charles. Now, moving forward, I'm sorry, Jackie, excuse me. Will you take this? This is I meant to get in, this is the cover. I would like, again, this is one of my family members that I never got to know. As much as I would love to have done so, I spoke several times with his sister, who happens not to be here this evening, but I know that a couple of his brothers are here. Could I please have the family of Lee Harper to step forward, please? Lee Harper, that would be Uncle Gus Harper's son. I have a special memory to pass on to you two young men. I would love very much to get to know you better. I keep calling on Gus Jr., asking him to come. So hopefully the next time he will be here. We will all work on him. But for now, in memory of a fallen star, Lee Harper, 2001, I present to his brothers. This has got to be a precious moment for me because I grew up with a lot of family in Alabama, and when I look back and now I go home to visit, I have none of those family members left there. I can count the people in my family that are left on both sides of my family on one hand. That's kind of sad, but on the other hand, it's kind of wonderful because I have those memories. And I wouldn't be standing here before you today if it wasn't for those people, if it wasn't for those memories, my family. Now, at this time, we knew a special uncle in Fellowship Baptist Church. His name was Pink Harper. We called him Pink Harper. We all knew him as Pink Harper, but his name was really Lloyd. Now, if I can have the family, now I didn't know this until I was asking questions around the family. I knew Josphine, their oldest sister, but I didn't know we had lost her until 2 weeks ago. Now, that's kind of sad to me, because I think we need to keep in touch, a little bit closer in touch with our family members. Now, in memory of a fallen star that we will all love, regardless. But this is a fallen star another fallen star that we lost in 2001. Standing before me is her brother and her sisters, Josphine Harper Smith. Thank you. And last but not least, I'd like to have my sister Mary step forward. Mary, is she in the house? She was working at the table. She's probably eating at the table now. I'm not sure where she is. She's not there? Where is she? You guys, this is my right, my left, my forward and my backwards here. I couldn't move without her beside me. And I mentioned my uncle to you earlier that I lost, but it was her uncle too. And she spent countless days on the road, going down, driving from Ypsilanti to Detroit to see Uncle Ray, to feed Uncle Ray, to talk to Uncle Ray, to take pictures of Uncle Ray, to cheer Uncle Ray up. She went so far as to take him in a wheelchair once, not knowing, into the worst area of Detroit she could possibly find, just to get him some Kentucky Fried Chicken in a wheelchair. Now, I couldn't think of any better person to present this in memory of a fallen star plaque, our own dear Uncle Rayfield Harper, too, than my sister Mary. And we're going to keep this going because we have something that's really interesting coming up now. And that's my cousin Christine Townsville, who's standing at the back.